Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Greatness Everyday YouTube channel. Today, we're going to be talking about one of my favorite experiments that I've done over the course of the last year, and that is really looking at how much money have I been able to save and invest using my spare change, and really give you an update on where that portfolio has grown to here after 1 year. So we're going to get into that shortly. Watch the entire video if it helps you, if you enjoy it. If you think it's interesting, hit the thumbs up button and go down and click the subscribe button to find out when new videos related to mindset, money, and more come out here on this channel. So what I want to do is just very first pull up here. I've been able to go ahead and save $502.63 at the time of this current recording. And this is really something that I started doing April 1st, 2020, and now it's April 1st, 2021, and this is a 1-year update video. So really, it's incredible for me to think that I can go ahead, I can take the spare change that's kind of just sitting around, and I can use that to invest and make a gain on the investments that I do and really save $502 in 1 year. So that's been exciting for me to see and kind of get this final number, because I really, when I initially started this challenge a year ago, I had no sweet clue kind of what this final number would be. And so 500 is a perfect number, because if I extrapolate that, I continue that, I say, hey, this is what I've done in a year. After 2 years, maybe it's going to grow to $1,000, $1,500 after 3, 2,000 or more, really is what we're looking at after 4. So I can extrapolate those numbers to 5, 10, 20 years out and really see how much of a difference we can make when we add up our spare change. And the reason that I wanted to do this is because for a lot of people, investing is something that maybe they don't do necessarily because they have a limited mindset. Maybe they know somebody that's lost money, or maybe money is tight as well, right? They don't have thousands of dollars out there to be investing regularly. So spare change is something, though, that we all can invest. I'm a big believer on that, and this experiment has proved it to me. And the fact that it's proven it to me has been really exciting, because now I have evidence. Now I have data that can show people what is possible. There's no way I've made this data up. You can see that at the very beginning of it, I put in $100 initially. This is the only time I put a one-time deposit in, and that was really to build momentum and get started with that. So I put a one-time deposit in of $100, and over the past few weeks, months, what's happened here is it's grown obviously to now where it's just over $502. So that is kind of my rationale as to why I did this experiment, and it's something that I really do think has been very positive, and something that I'm looking forward to seeing how much it grows in this next year. What I want to do here is I want to show you how it works. If I jump into the investment section, you're going to see that this is a roundup section here. It's a personal account, but it is a roundup account. And how it works is if I go to the store, I'm able to link this account to my bank card, my debit card, my savings account, my credit card, and when I spend money, it is able to take the remaining money, round it up, and take that leftover change and invest it for me regularly. So a great example would be if I was to go into a store, I bought some groceries, it came to a total of $19.25, or maybe groceries is a bad one because some places it's tax, some places not. I went in, I bought this shirt. I bought this shirt for $49.25. What happens there is I take that remaining 75 cents to the rounded up to the next dollar. There's 75 cents off because the total came to 25 cents. So I take that remaining 75 cents, and over the course of an entire week, it tracks how many transactions I do and how many times that rounded up money would then be taken. And if it's over a certain quota, depending on what software you are using, for Wealthsimple, I think it's something like $5 every week is the amount you have to get in order to transfer it into your account. If it's over that total for the week, it then goes and it invests it for you. And that's a cool thing about it for me, because I don't have to be managing this. I don't have to be looking at stock prices, etc. What it does is I go out, I spend money, and as a result of spending money, I invest money. And that's a really cool thing for me, because it's really easy to do. In fact, I don't have to actually think about it. I forget about it. And when I've learned that, like through your personal finance journey, as you get better with your money, when you don't have to think about things and when you can take the emotions out of it, and make things as easy as possible to do, and that definitely works with investing, that is when you're going to start to see some growth and some gains as a result of doing that. So it's really cool for me to see that there's been $51 gained. So I would have $51 less. And yes, that's a really small amount when it comes to just spare change over the course of 1 year. But more importantly, you look at the percent returns, and we're looking at 11.4%. Yes, it's on my spare change. Yes, it's only on 1 year. But the cool thing about it is, as we extrapolate those numbers, it's going to be something that's really cool to see how it grows. And really, the short term might not make the biggest difference, but in the long term, you're going to really reap the reward. So that's the exciting thing for me here. If I scroll down, you're going to see that over the past month here, I deposited just about under $25, and that could be normal. It might not. I've set a goal. I don't even remember looking at this, but it looks like I set it as my dream vacation, which is cool. All of a sudden, I'm going to have $5,000, $10,000 into this account after a few years of just investing my spare change on autopilot at that. And I'm going to have the money to go ahead and take myself, my wife, my family on a dream vacation, which who doesn't want that, especially during this time after our past year. But the cool thing for me here is when you sign up for this, this is using the Wealthsimple service. There are services here in Canada that do this, also in the States like Acorns, and depending on what country you are in, you're starting to see a lot of these like automated investing services be offered to you. You can go ahead and choose kind of the portfolio that you're looking at so that you don't have to manage it yourself. For me, you see, I have a portfolio here. It's a standard theme, and the risk level is 10. So I just kind of put up my risk level. I said, I'm just investing my spare change. It's not going to make a big difference here, depending on where my risk level is. So let's throw it up all the way to the top. And then from there, you can go ahead, change your portfolio theme, change your risk level. And you also are able to learn really kind of where your different portfolio holdings kind of exist across what different sectors, how many are held in stocks, how many are held in bonds, and different types of Canadian stocks or equities, Canadian or US stocks and equities, global equities as well. So that's really, really one of those interesting things that you can kind of go into a little bit more detail if you really want to, let's say, geek out with that. But again, the cool part is for me here, I've been able to take this amount. I've been able to just put in $100. And then from there, my spare change is built up. It's built up. It's built up week after week, month after month, and really to get where it is now at $504.20. This isn't something I really ever check. In fact, I did not remember I was going to be making this video until a reminder came up and popped up on my phone here to go ahead and record the 1 year update, literally when I walked through the door from work today. So that's a cool thing for me here. There's a lot of really neat things that you can do with apps like this once you get set up, once you kind of do your own research, once you figure out what works out there as well. Wealthsimple for the Canadians out there is something that I would highly recommend to people. It's something that's really easy to set up. Most importantly, it is trusted. Anytime you're doing personal finance, you're connecting your bank accounts, you're doing other things as well. You really want to make sure that you're using a proven company that is going to go ahead and have a really good track record, have things like security, have insurance put in place as well, just to make sure that you really protect your money. And hopefully, with what the whole kind of goal of investing is, your money is able to grow. So that is the Wealthsimple app. That's my Roundup spare change investing kind of update video here after 1 year. Yes, it's $500. It's $500 that I am happy to have and have that grow over time in the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years as well. Let me know what you think of Roundup investing. Is it something that you are super serious about? Is it something that you would like to try? I'm going to leave some links down below for you to check out and make sure that if you're interested in doing this for yourself, either on Wealthsimple, on a different kind of app that you can use or a different platform that you can use, go down into the video description and click the links down there to get really started learning more at least. With Wealthsimple, for Canadians out there, you go ahead and you put $100 into your account. You're going to get, I think, $10,000 managed free. So check that out. It's something that is just a benefit to you, really, when you consider everything. They're going to give you something free. As a result, I would take as much free stuff as possible. So go check that out. Thanks for watching this video. Hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed it, if you learned something new, or if you're interested in spare change investing. Remember, it's something that can add up here in the long term. Go ahead and like this video. Drop any comments down below too. Why not, while we're at it? And yeah, subscribe. Find videos here on my channel related to mindset, money, and more that help you live your greatest life. So thanks for watching. Remember, choose greatness every day, and I'll see you next time.